look like Casper. Bitch, I hate being pale.
I look like...
Okay, it's fine. No, you look fine. And I still look bright as fuck. What's the setting on this? Stare. There. I guess. See, this is why I can't fuck with an iPhone. Well, we're too broke to get an actual camera, so. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Tiffany.
And this is our first mukbang in teens. Oh, I need a fucking bowl. I feel fine. I feel totally natural. So how do these things work? Do people just like undo the food while they're talking? Well, damn. We're not prepared.
I got a rice plate. Oh, you can.
There you can. You know how people be doing this shit?
Yeah.
Look. There's nothing to focus on. I'm trying to put together my vermicelli bowl. Oh, careful.
And shrimp and pork spring rolls.
And salt and pepper spare ribs.
That's what smells good.
Anywho, so I guess we'll share a little bit about ourselves since this is our first episode.
So, we are best friends. And we just decided to make this because, you know, we watch everybody else eat. Why not let somebody watch us eat? The first one is, how and when did you meet?
We met at a job in Elk Grove. If you're from Sacramento area, you know Elk Grove, like where the Trader Joe's is and that Kohl's shopping center. And it was really fun working together, especially when we were close together, because we would always like talk shit about people and just have hella fun.
And we did meet a lot of people.
Hella people.
Like people we worked with that we became pretty cool with throughout the years. But just everyone just fell out except for us.
There was hella drama. If you've worked retail before, you know there's hella drama.
I was working at Lane Bryant and I met some, you know, really cool girls that were around the same age. And so we'd hang out and stuff, but yeah, that's where we met. Okay, question number 2. What is your favorite memory together? Oh, dang, that was... I was going to say summer of 2013.
But they're not going to know, so they're probably like, bitches, we don't know.
It was a summer when we were both single. I don't know, were you talking to anyone at the time?
So, in case y'all haven't noticed, I'm a lesbian. Oh, and I unfortunately waited very long to come out just because I was afraid of like what people would think and what my parents would say. So I was playing the straight heterosexual role for a very, very long time. Yeah, I think like when we were in Oakland, because we were back and forth in that bitch that whole summer.
Yeah, we were.
We would just be a ratchet. That's basically what it was.
Basically. Oh, this is so good.
This is what people do. They smack on this camera. Next question. Describe each other in one word.
Oh,
You go first because I'm waiting for this. Be careful.
Honest. Tanya is my one friend that I can go to and she'll give me her honest opinion. I can go to her for the brutal, honest truth and know that she is not just, you know, what is it called?
Being hurtful, malicious.
Yeah, just being malicious, and then also you're not like just trying to bullshit me.
Mine for her,
Oh God, here we go.
I would say loyal.
Aww.
I've never, let's not be
Okay, sorry.
emotional, makes me very uncomfortable.
You're so stupid.
Oh, very cool down. And she's one of the very rare friends that's never like talked shit about me or did anything that was in the interest of her or like, you know, tried to engage in some fuckery with other people that were hating on me. She's always been loyal.
What is your dream job?
Girl, if I get full, I'll just go throw up and fill up again. My dream job really is to open my own makeup line. And sometimes I hesitate in like doing stuff about it because everyone's posting makeup tutorials. Everyone is doing like the same shit, and I do believe that like I'm a little different, you know? I hate working for people. I hate when people tell me what I can and can't do. I hate when people tell me when I can and can't go on break and what time I have to leave work, and it just like irritates me because, you know, I'm a very like independent person.
Free spirit. Oh, my dream job. I just want to travel.
Like a professional vlog traveler?
Not even really that. I don't know. I enjoy traveling. I feel like there's a lot that I have yet to see. I just want to travel. I want to.
You want to be a pilot?
I don't trust myself to take care of lives and, you know, fly over the country and stuff. I would just like to travel. That'd be my dream job. To travel, help, maybe go, you know, visit different countries and learn about different cultures.
Like Armenia?
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Like Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace.
Oh, if your house was burning down and your entire family was sure to be okay, what would you save and why?
My emergency makeup case. No, I'm just kidding. You know, the noble thing would be to save like pictures and memories, but you know, I'm not that smart. There's a dog. Does a dog count as like the family being okay? Well, if it wasn't, then I would save my dog, obviously. But if it was a part of the family umbrella, then I think the one thing that I would probably save, honestly, probably my skincare products. That shit's fucking expensive. Like, I gotta wait for the first of the month. No, the first of every other month, because you know, I'm not that. I'm not. I'm gonna come up with something hella good. Watch, make me look so selfish. Look.
No, I really like, so because I've moved around so much, I don't even know where a lot of my stuff is. Okay, so the one thing I would say that is currently at my house right now would be the hospital I was born at. They did a molding of my mom and I holding hands.
What hospital was that?
It's in Goleta.
Girl, they give me a bonnet and said bye.
No, so it's really cool. It's like this molding of my mom holding my baby hand, and they made it with like a little plaque. I think it says my name on it and where I was born. So that's one thing I would save.
Were you supposed to be named something other than Tiffany?
No, Tiffany is my name, and I was named after a popular cheerleader that my mom went to high school with.
Guess what my mom wanted to name me?
What?
Ginger, bitch. I was thinking of the gorgeous movie star Ginger from Gilligan's Island.
I like Tanya.
So my dad wrote Tanya on the birth certificate.
Oh wow,
my mom
your dad's
wasn't looking.
savage.
Girl, he's savage. No, it's teasing. Okay. I wanted to bring up a topic with you. Social media and relationships.
Like how they go together, or
how they don't, in my perspective, how they don't go together. Like with you and your man. Are you for, I'm greasy like a chicken. Are you for social media?
like putting him on there and putting all the mushy stuff?
And talking about how great he is and
Wow, I'm like,
and
so
how he
like,
changed your life and
No, occasionally I feel like that's cute, but all the time
I'm not peeing, it's just pouring water. Just
you see a lot of couples that post each other or have to post about everything they're doing for each other, and I think that's a little too much. And not going to social media to brag about it, because I mean, if they're doing it for you, you should let them know. I think that's just you trying to, I don't know, in a way maybe put other people down. And we got Thai tea.
But as far as like, so you think that people that post like every little thing that their man does for them is just to show off and make other people feel bad?
Maybe that's not their intention, or that's not their true intention, but my man, he buys me flowers. Yeah, it's cute, but in that moment, I'm like really happy and I want to share. But then it's like, if he's washing the dishes or doing my laundry and folding it and stuff like that, I don't feel like I need to be posting every single thing. But do I feel like you need to do it all the time? No.
You know me, I'm anti-social media. So she's the friend that's always been able to find a guy. Not hopping boyfriend to boyfriend. She's not like a
Get
dude
that right.
hopper. Yeah. Anyway. But she's always been the one that's, you know, been in relationships or had those relationships, and I feel like I'm a kindergartner. Like, oh, I just held hands with a girl last year. That's how I feel, and my relationships, if you can call them that, weren't really good. Like, she's been through all the trauma. I think she has PTSD with me. But I'm not usually for social media, one, because when I look at stuff, it makes me feel crappy about myself. I'm speaking with social media in general. Like when people post or vlog about trips they go on, and I'm over here, you know, trying to put my change in Coinstar to pay my SMUD bill, you know, even though I have a good job and I have a place to live and I have a car and all that. Yeah, as far as like couples posting, I don't know. How many of you, and I'm talking to y'all out there too, how many of you have had a couple friend or like a friend who claims they're hella in love and they post about their significant other all the fucking time, and then like 2 months later they break up? Have you had that?
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Charlie? It's like, whoa, bitch, but you were just posting how they were cooking you a meal for your anniversary. Like, I'm not understanding. When people comment on them or hate on them, it's like, we're doing this for us. This has nothing to do with anyone else. Bitch, what do you think social media is? Social media is for everybody else to look at your life. That's basically what it is.
Go to their social media to post about everything. Whether their relationship is doing good, whether it's bad, regardless what it is. How happy they are in their marriage, what they're doing, all this stuff. And then out of the blue, they're single, or, you know,
living their best life.
Yeah, or, and you're kind of just like, okay, that's kind of funny because just, you know, a month ago you were bragging about how much you love this person and how much they do for you. Maybe that's just the society we created, that unless you're showing it on social media, it doesn't mean anything, it doesn't have any value, because I think that's really what is going on nowadays on social media, like a competition.
Like, I don't know, I remember back in our day, like we were in college and high school and stuff, social media was MySpace. And all I was concerned about was making a Baby Fat Rain background, what song I'm going to post for that week on my page, like who was in my top 5, you know. Was it 5 or 8? I think you could customize. Like you could do your top 2, top 3, top 5, top 8, or top 10. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of randoms on that bitch. I just wanted to have my friend count up. Remember the coding? She had to do the coding.
I was so good at making whatever background. I should have been charging people, but I'm splitter everything. Baby Fat.
Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl. That was the first sign.
So nonchalant.
But do you get offended if your significant other doesn't post you?
So here's the thing. When we first got together, social media was our biggest issue. And that's because I came out of a relationship where he was always on his social media, but he was on it in a way where he only cared about trying to help women. I called him Captain Save-A-Ho. So he was one of those guys where he loved helping women, or, you know, girlfriends that he knew out of their relationship problems, or help them, you know, get over somebody, or just be a counselor, be a shoulder to cry on, just be that guy friend that you could go to. So that part didn't really bother me, but what bothered me was he wouldn't put that we were in a relationship. It was like my biggest thing, you know, like everybody knows we're in a relationship, why won't you change your status? And it was always an argument. I tried to get him to understand that it made me feel insecure because I felt stupid. Why can't you just change your status? Like, what's the big deal? And we would argue back and forth. He said, and his reasoning was that if he changed his status to in a relationship, that causes more problems because that brings more attention. That brings women who are thirsty for a guy in a relationship. I guess there is this thing about guys in a relationship, those are the guys that girls go for. I personally am not that type. I don't look at a guy and say, you know, look at a single guy and then a guy in a relationship and say, oh, the guy in a relationship looks more appealing because, you know, he has a girlfriend. And so that was always a big issue because, you know, he wasn't posting or he wasn't making any kind of notion that he had a girlfriend. Then I was a kind of a hypocrite because I wouldn't post him either.
But he got to do for you though.
Yeah. As we started, you know, dating and got to know each other, now it's not a big deal because I post him every once in a while, or he'll post me every once in a while, because I, you know, it's like, I don't know. I know he is posting me, and I guess that kind of makes my insecurity better, like, all the time, but it's also like he's not hiding me. So
Do you feel okay for the insecurity part?
Yeah.
Do you feel you're insecure because you think he's fucking with somebody else and doesn't want to show you because of that, or because he's embarrassed of you?
I think a little bit of both.
Why would he be embarrassed of you?
I don't know, but
that
that
should be embarrassed of him.
I don't know. Just feeling like, oh, maybe he's hiding me because he's ashamed. Like, maybe he doesn't want people to see what I look like, but he does like me, and he just doesn't want people to know that. I don't know. I mean, when I talk about it, I think it's silly, but
My stomach's bubbling.
uh-oh. But I don't. That's just my opinion.
She has always been baffled by how unbothered I am by certain things. If I'm talking to a girl and for some reason she's talking to somebody else at the same time, I don't trip over that because one, we're not in a relationship, and two, I don't know, I just don't get jealous of that type of stuff. A couple of my exes, if I keep looking off to the side, it's not because I'm an idiot, it's just because I can't get used to this, but we both look, I just don't trip off it. Like, I have a girl that I'm with right now, and she was best friends with her ex. Her ex is she had an issue with that. And it's not me being oblivious, it's just because it doesn't bother me.
That's okay.
I look so white. Anyway.
What if you back up? No, no.
No, I'm still pale as fuck. Okay. What I would do is I would go on social media and kind of like investigate, because we're like Inspector fucking Gadgets with that shit.
If you need me, I'll put my number down below.
So that just never bothered me. However, I had a real toxic relationship with this one girl, and she was there for the whole thing. This girl, ever since I met her, everything was my fault. I was crying over things that I didn't do and that she wouldn't forgive me, that I apologized for. I don't even know why you're still my friend. That was pretty sad. That was pretty sad.
A toxic relationship, but I wasn't about to just, you know, let her go and deal with it by herself. I mean, it was really, really bad. I feel like don't hold yourself accountable, or don't try and blame yourself, because she really played some crazy, crazy mind games with her. It was bad.
Like Cardi said, a bitch only gonna do what you allow them to.
Yeah, that is true.
This girl was like very toxic, and she was a narcissist. Let's just call a spade a spade. And when I met her, we met on a dating website. Y'all heard of Plenty of Fish. Anyway, we met on there, and then we went to the movies, and she was very like charismatic in the beginning and made me feel like $1,000,000. The time that I met her, I was like 26.
Yeah,
I was like 26 or something. I had lost like 80 pounds, and I had just like came out of the closet to all my friends, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking do this. I'm gonna start dating girls. We were talking, and you know, like she would pick me up for a date and took me out to like a restaurant, and I had never been, you know, treated like that. But then after that, everything just snowballed.
Yeah.
And because it was like my first real thing, I think I fell for her way too fast. But I just really felt like I loved her and cared about her and would do anything for her. But then she started like coming over late. For example, she would text me while I'm at work, hey T, can you cook dinner tonight, make this, that, and the other. Remember, I would go to the grocery store when I got off work. I'd come home, I'd cook, I'd be doing all this shit, and then she'd be a no call, no show. And then I would try contacting her and she wouldn't answer. And then
tell them about the time where she said she waited outside and slept in her car.
This is how stupid I was, y'all. So feel free to laugh, because I do all the time. This was like, what, 3-4 months into the relationship?
Yeah.
And
still pretty new.
She was already showing signs of like instability and not being able to calm her temper and just like not being able to function as an adult. She was rooming, had a roommate with this one chick. She called me and she's like, hey, I'm gonna come over. This is like at 9 o'clock at night. And then like 3 hours went by, and I'm an old grandma, so I go to bed at like
before you were going to bed like super early because you had to get up early.
And next thing I know, my phone's ringing because you have to call the gate. My phone so I could buzz you in, and so my phone rang at midnight. I was like, what the fuck? So I buzzed her in, and then I have really bad anxiety, so I wasn't able to sleep. So I realized like an hour and a half went by. I'm like, I buzzed this bitch in like an hour and a half later, and I called her, and she said, oh, I got some shit going on. I got in an argument with my friend, blah blah blah. And then she said, I'll be right up. And then literally I fell asleep the next morning. She never came. Like, she never came. What the fuck happened? She's like, oh, I fell asleep in my motherfucking car. You can't sit there and tell me, bitch, that I wasn't there. Woo, woo, woo. I was like, wow. So I go and I spend my money to buy groceries to make you dinner, and you don't show up. And when you do show up, you show up 3 hours late, and then you fall asleep in your car. But that was the kind of mindfuckery that I was engaged in. So on her social media, she never added me on her accounts. And me, I'm not one to trip off that, but because she was deliberately pushing me away from doing that, I was a little perplexed by that. Man, we got together and we made like fake accounts and added her, and I was following her. Literally in that relationship, it drove me crazy. Like, remember?
Yeah.
Crying and always wondering what she was doing and not being able
like
to
checking
focus.
social media every 5 minutes?
It was
10 minutes
on the fake accounts. It was horrible. And I finally found out the bitch that she was cheating on me with, it was an ex of hers, and they were playing games using me, and it was horrible. That was the only relationship I was concerned about social media, because I knew she was fucking around, and I became obsessed with the fact that she wouldn't add me on Instagram or add me on Facebook. So it was more of like a, why aren't you adding me, other than why aren't you showing me off? I'm not like a dramatic person. I'm not one that's
I remember that.
and post shit on someone's wall. I mean, if anything, I got a good personality, right?
Yeah.
All right.
She's very funny.
Very funny.
Very loyal and loving.
Very fucking loyal and loving.
She's dated some crazy people. Let's put it that way.
Dropped it.
No, you've dated some crazy girls. Some girls that came knocking at your door.
Oh.
Some
Remember the
girls
restraining order?
that, yeah, took you to where their current girlfriend works. Ones that lied about having a girlfriend. You dipped your foot in all. Would you say you have?
Yes, I have. I'm real good with like meeting someone, and this is like, if she, say a group of friends went out and I'm meeting people I didn't meet I met for the first time. In 5 minutes, I can tell if they're a shady ass person. Maybe it's because I'm a Scorpio. I don't know. I can tell if they're shady, and 9.5 times out of 10, I'm always right. But when it comes to me picking my own bitch, I will date Charles Manson and not know it. Everyone's like, oh, I'm like, no, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. She's great. And after a couple months, I'm just totally over the subject. It's terrible. So, looks for me, I don't know. Like, I think, you know what's funny? And I'm gonna just say it how it is. A lot of people are like, oh, this person's a bad bitch, or oh, that dude is so fucking fine. Like, you'll pick the sexiest person on, like, the internet, right? But then you see the type of people that person dates, and you're like, how the fuck did you go from A to Z? I'm not really understanding.
Whoa.
And for me, I'd say it's like 40% looks and 60% personality, or maybe even 30% looks. And but even if someone's
You're
like,
a lie. Don't sit here and say 30% because that's a lie.
but wait a minute, like, remember the girl from Oakland? She wasn't that
one
cute.
Of the ones I was talking.
She wasn't that cute. Like,
She reminded me of someone we knew.
I know this video is long, but we thank all 2 of you for watching. This is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it's just for our enjoyment. If you guys happen to enjoy it, that's even better.
Okay.
We've been talking about doing some kind of something. Well, someone might enjoy watching us eat and just talking. I mean, we're just two.
Mukbang and tings.
Yeah, there will be random things, but
I think we kind of steered away from the social media topic. I don't need social media to validate, but like the current person that I'm dating, she has issues with it.
better hope she never finds this video.
Well, if she finds the video, it's okay, because, you know, I'm not using names and I'm not dissing her. Like, I do love her. We had issues about me not posting her on my social media, and then like she updated her status, like her relation status, and I didn't. Ooh, excuse me, girl, my stomach's bubbling. But anyway, have met all the people that are important to me. Like, I have, I think like 200 and something, like 254, not 1,000, literally 254 friends on Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
I don't really talk to all of them, obviously, in life. I think I have like 10 real close friends, and she's met the majority of them in person, and they know that she is my girlfriend. And so her me posting her on my social media, I just don't care, because when I look at people's social media and they like post about their dude or their girl and then all of a sudden they break up, it's kind of like, can you include us in what happened? Because I kind of want to know. Like,
yeah,
we've been seeing when you were
That's
pregnant, baby bump pics,
That is
wedding
true.
day, and now y'all broke up. Like, you can't just give us a cliffhanger. We have a right to know what happened with y'all. I hate when people say, oh, I'm not going to talk about this because it's personal. You don't want to talk about it because it's personal and it's negatively, or it's a negative thing now, because posting about your relationship or like your kids and this and that, that's personal stuff you're sharing. But because what's going on with you has a negative aspect to it, now it's personal. No, I don't even involve myself in any of that shit. Like political stuff, like I just can't believe some people are still posting racist shit. Like I just can't, I just don't even involve myself. I post funny memes that involve animals, and that's basically my social media life. That and makeup stuff.
How do you think your significant other feels knowing that the reason you don't post them is because basically you're saying it might not last?
It's not about me anticipating us breaking up. I just don't want any part of it. I don't want to tie social media to my personal life, because if stuff does go left and things do end in a bad note, or you know, someone dies, God forbid, anything like that happens, but I just don't want to involve people, period. I might post like my niece once in a while because she's so fucking cute. I might post like pictures of a get together with a bunch of friends, but it's not like I repetitively upload personal things every single day. I just like making people laugh, you know. I go on, like, people that I've dated, I go on their social media and they have like the year 2015, it's about this one bitch, and then 2016 there's posts about another bitch, and then 2017 there's another album of their new bitch. Like, you can see the chronology of their failures. But here's the thing though, if she posts stuff on my timeline, it's not like I delete it, because now I'm hiding something, and she knows my phone passcode. Like, I'm very careless with my phone, and I have nothing to hide. It's not like I'm deleting stuff that she posts. It's not like I'm trying to cover up and hide things, you know?
True.
It's just something that I don't do. Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys think social media is important? If one person in the relationship doesn't want to upload about their significant other, that it's a big fucking deal, or that they're hiding something? Or do you think that to just satisfy your partner, you'd be willing to do that? I just don't.
If it's to satisfy your partner and only your partner, then I say no.
Yeah.
But
because if they're willing to break up with you over that,
that's petty.
Bullshit. That's petty shit.
I think that's their own insecurity.
That was beautiful. That was kind of beautiful.
Thank you.
See, I'm very like a trailer truck trash driver mouth, like fuck this, fuck that, bitch this, bitch that. And she's like, you know, poetry and scripture, and this is how we're gonna word. Like it's like I'm the nasty meme you see on the internet, and she's like the Hallmark poem. Well, I'm full and my stomach's bubbling, like I gotta run to the bathroom. So thank you for watching, all two of you. Let's go ahead and try and get 100 likes or subscribes or whatever.
Please, we are really fun. I promise you.
Yeah, we're not.
It may have been awkward because it's our first one. We may have been everywhere, but in general, you know, we're some really cool people.
Go ahead and like this, subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when we post, and we hope you like it. Leave some comments on the bottom, any topics you want to hear that we can discuss, and we'll see you next week. So keep watching.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.